Hello again, YouTube! This is Dr. Kendo, and we're here with another Scribblenauts Unlimited Object Editor commentary, of course, where I create your favorite characters in the Scribblenauts Unlimited Object Editor, which is only on the Wii U and PC versions of this game. If you like this kind of content, definitely either give a like down below, or even subscribe and hit the bell if you haven't done that. We upload every single Sunday, and sometimes more, but today is actually pretty special. So let me tell you what's going to happen in this episode. We're starting off with a cat burglar, the male, as the source object. That's for our first creation, which is going to be Zoom from the CW Flash series. You know, the Flash. But then what you guys are going to see actually is we're going to do a very short creation after that for Wedding Baldi. So there's an interesting mod out there, I guess, for Baldi's basics and whatnot that makes him Wedding Baldi. So again, we'll be creating that after this. We had a succubus leg down there for the back and for the front legs, and a rhombus coming up next, also to go on the legs of Zoom. But then something else that you can expect actually is, this is what I'm super hype about too, is that we're going to be doing a giveaway of Scribblenauts Mega Pack. Yes, that's right. Scribblenauts Mega Pack basically combines Scribblenauts Unlimited and Scribblenauts Unmasked into one game. We got a manta ray fin coming up here. And so, believe it or not, you're actually going to see essentially an unboxing where I actually have 3 Scribblenauts Mega Pack games to give away to you guys for free. Well, I mean, it's for free, but I am going to have you do something to get it. So definitely stay tuned towards the end of this video to see that. I'm going to give the quote-unquote rules or whatever, just basically how you can actually get it from the giveaway. We got a receiver glove coming up with a dressmaker's arm right there, and we'll do the dressmaker again to grab that back arm right there. And of course, that's the male dressmaker right here, as you probably could notice, and the receiver glove down there once again. And so we'll go with the dinosaur tail. This is just all for some, like, details and whatnot on Zoom's outfit here. Zoom is crazy cool and just crazy in general. And so, hey, I see you. Don't leave yet. We've got the giveaway coming up. I see you about to click away. Trust me, you do not want to miss this. Coming up next is a magic cane. Now that we've got that dinosaur tail piece on both of those arms right there, and so the magic cane gonna be like the zipper, or just in essence the center of that outfit that he's got on right there. When you type in NALED, it comes up with this shape. We can get that kind of in the middle of his chest as well, or just midsection, I guess. The chest would be where this disc is gonna go, so the disc or discus, and then a ram's horn gonna go up top above that. And so we've got actually the body mostly done, but in this series, you guys have probably seen it, we create the head and the body separately often because this game actually does have a stamp limit, and they don't, you know, fix that in Mega Pack or anything. We got a wedge coming up here several times because we're gonna do sort of this like lightning bolt emblem pattern on his chest there with all of those wedges. But yeah, you know, because it has a stamp limit, we can't place down as many things as we want to create it all as one object. So that's a good loophole workaround. But you know what? Let's go ahead and read some background information and fun facts, because that's what I do when I get here. This is the properties editor. You can edit health and other things about your character. So let's go. Of course, we're going to read about Zoom, real name Hunter. He was a metahuman speedster who saw his father murder his mother when he was a child, and then basically became a serial killer. Dark stuff already, I know. But he essentially gained the super speedy powers from a Star Labs particle accelerator explosion, and was affected during electroshock therapy by the dark matter, and this is when he acted as the villain known as Zoom. The interesting tie-in to Barry Allen, of course, the Flash, is that Zoom, or Hunter, was acting like a friend or pretend mentor, trying to get Barry to increase his speed even further, for Zoom to eventually then take it for himself. Perhaps you've seen it on the CW series, or perhaps not, but you can probably guess that the Flash does eventually defeat Zoom, but the events take just a really interesting turn, as Zoom basically will become another being almost entirely. I've actually never seen the Flash CW show, but I can say there's actually a useful YouTube video for me that combined every single scene ever with Zoom from that show, so that really did help me in creating the character and understanding him. Dude's got a crazy cool voice, but you guys know that I have an insane life. At least anybody that has been here for a while. I'm married, and I have a kid, and I have a job, and I have a million things to do. Anyway, we got a head as the source object right here with a golden egg over that. We put down 2 dots. Those 2 dots just sort of start out the eyes, but we're going to basically make him with the, like, all black eyes. You know, he can turn his eyes just completely black. It looks kind of freaky in the show, but it's amazing here. For Scribblenauts, it'll be a good design. Deathworm will go with that back little bone tail piece right there, after doing those octopus tentacle parts right there that you can see above the eyes and below that deathworm part. And I did use a scorpion, that upper middle tail piece. That was for the nose section on his mask right here. I mean, his face is essentially all masked up. And so we'll go with a cuttlefish right here. This is actually going to be a valuable stamp that we'll be using several times in this creation, but first let's get this wedge down. So then we'll take this cuttlefish. It's essentially like the top arm tentacle piece all the way to the left, and so obviously you can see me many times just copying and pasting it for all of this for his mouth, essentially, and jellyfish will go with next and take that, the tentacle piece that's just like a line. That's actually going to be the stamp limit reached. The tentacle piece is right near the jellyfish's body, you know, it's just a line, like a black little thin line. So for the head to connect to the body now, if you ever do create your objects as separate heads and bodies, go down to the equipment tab here on your head object and fill in that circle that's kind of on the bottom half of the screen. It's that like second one from the bottom right there that says can be worn on the face like glasses, so definitely fill that in. And we're gonna go ahead and name our head object right here so we can spawn that on the map, and I'll show you how we connect the two of them. So let's do it. But hey, don't go to some other video. We're still doing this. See, check this out. We got the head and the body. Look at that. So we're going to put the head down right here. We'll give it to the body object, basically. That's very, very close to where we want it to be, honestly. So we don't have to do all that much movement, but if you ever do, you just do edit object on your body object. And so from there, when we're in the object editor, once again, you can press this button from that panel there. It's on the left side. And so in the top right of that panel, there's that little Maxwell head with the dotted lines all around it. Well, that's going to make these green grids show up, so you can move the grids around, and there's obviously one grid that's huge for where the head is supposed to go, right? So there we go. I only did like a micro movement, but I'm gonna show you guys some of our scripting. So look at this. I attack him with that gun. Holy monkeys, he is actually, I think he would be faster than me, but what the character's trying to do is actually get a hit off on me, and so you can see that every time we attack Zoom, I did script it to basically, you know, when this object loses or gains health, then it will add an adjective, and not only does it become fearless, so he can always just sort of be in the battles, but I also gave him the adjective of supersonic at that time, so it's like he kind of just, you know, activates that speed even more, and boom, he goes for it. So I think that looked good in the context of that being like his superpower. Anyway, check this out, you guys. We got the Baldi creation coming up right here. So of course, take off everything that you know, my Baldi, actually, we did make a video of this. Obviously, you saw, I mean, I just mentioned that, but essentially, I made that all as one object. Now, to create this new Wedding Baldi, I am going to need to basically have more stamps than they allow me. So first of all, we'll give him this like sort of wedding bow tie right here. He's like a groom or something. And like Baldi's basics, you know, everything is pretty simply drawn or whatever. So even the wedding mod, these little details are pretty simply and crudely drawn. So there it is. But, you know, I thought, well, really the most popular, most requested thing this week from y'all's requests was Zoom from the Flash. But generally, if there's only one creation, sometimes we have more time to create something else as well. And so I knew that this channel, of course, has had a lot of recent Baldi traffic over the summer and whatnot. So I did think that it would be useful to include just sort of this new mod. I mean, some people want the camping Baldi, which we did on the Amino page. And so I thought, you know, Wedding Baldi, that's going to work by the same principle, right? So what you're seeing now is the head object. We sort of just have everything that I used kind of coming into fruition right here to create the head. So of course, my original Baldi creation, as I said, was all just one object. So we haven't actually done the head as a separate object from the body, which this means we can just get a few more details. We didn't really need that before, but obviously we do now with this hat and whatnot. It does have a cuttlefish, that same arm tentacle piece, but also a magic cane up at the top there for the hat's like the brim of the hat, and a cicalia, that bottom sort of body piece of it or whatever. So here's the Baldi head, and notice that obviously looks way off. So again, going based off that same principle, you can just edit the body object right here. We're also going to need to shrink that head size. You know, it was a little bit too big. So we'll get a good look at this after I make these adjustments right here, and that should get our Wedding Baldi exactly where we want it to be. So yeah, look at that. I mean, that's a little bit more accurate, I guess, to the Wedding Baldi. That hat is supposed to be pretty small, so I don't know. It may even need to be a little bit smaller in the end. We'll see, though. So look, there's our creations, Baldi and Zoom. What should we do here? That was so weird. They both like yawned or whatever at the same time, or stretched, whatever that animation is supposed to be. But anyway, let's do it. I usually do this on my episodes. They are gonna battle it out, and so Wedding Baldi, the groom, is gonna be taking on Zoom, and I can't imagine a scenario where Baldi would actually win this. I mean, unless Zoom was like really failing at math problems, maybe Baldi breaks out that ruler and just kapow! Wow! But I don't know, it looks like Zoom gonna be able to take this one mostly pretty easy, I would say. And so we'll watch that go through, but of course, stick around. We're not done quite yet. Sort of the last piece of this video is that we will do the unboxing of this gift package or care package for me and all of my subscribers. So this comes from one of the PR teams basically for Scribblenauts Mega Pack and WB Games, Shiver Entertainment. So pay attention and you could learn how you're going to get your copy of Scribblenauts Mega Pack free from me. Okay, I am personally super hyped about this. We've got a package, of course, from Scribblenauts Mega Pack, basically. This specifically is from Hazmat Media. Shout out to Susan. So yes, we gotta see what's inside, because I know that one thing that's gonna be in here is a physical game, basically for me to give to you guys. So they actually emailed me and said, do you wanna do a giveaway of Scribblenauts Mega Pack for your audience? And I was like, yeah, we are definitely gonna do a giveaway for possibly multiple things inside of this. Let's go ahead and unbox it. Alright, so the first thing I saw, this is so awesome because I actually have the Scribblenauts rooster hat or whatever, but I don't have Maxwell's, and so now this will actually give me Maxwell's hat, so I may hang on to this, but there is a chance that I might ship you guys the doppelganger hat. If you remember when I unboxed Scribblenauts Showdown, they sent me the doppelganger hat and not the Maxwell hat, and I was like, I really want the Maxwell hat, so yeah, definitely, I think I'm gonna hang on to this one. Oh yeah, this is how it's done. All right. Okay, so this next thing is kind of interesting. They gave me pencils, so I've got these actually what look like big pencils, so I think I know what's about to come next. I'm gonna skip actually what I first see and then open this. So they actually sent me a green notebook, so isn't that interesting? It's supposed to be like the magic notebook. It's kind of sad, I'm not gonna lie. I need to be grateful, but it's also sad that it's not the actual like Maxwell notebook. But we've got the hat, we've got the pencils, and we got the notebook. Pew! Let's see what else is inside this box. Okay, so looks like we also... Okay, yeah, so we have a piece of paper. This is sort of like what they sent me with Scribblenauts Showdown a little bit, but essentially it just sort of tells me a general rundown of the games. You know, for Scribblenauts Mega Packs, that would mean Scribblenauts Unlimited and Scribblenauts Unmasked. But then it also says, enclosed, here's everything you'll find. And so it does look like I've got everything, but here is what I think is what you guys might be looking for. So, we do actually have 3 of these games, ladies and gentlemen. We've got the PS4, the Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch version right here. So we've got them all for Scribblenauts Mega Pack. I actually did not know that they were gonna give me all 3 versions, so there's gonna definitely be a giveaway for each one of these. I've already got my copy of Scribblenauts Mega Pack on the Switch. It was a download code, so I don't need any of these, so I will be giving away these. Definitely keep watching this video. I'm actually gonna be doing 3 separate giveaways because you need to know which version that you're gunning for and which version you want, obviously. So, this video is gonna explain. Oops.
Finish him! Headshot. Fatality.
This video will now explain how the giveaways are gonna work and which version they're gonna be. Alright, let's do it! The rules of the giveaway for the Scribblenauts Mega Pack physical version are simple. For next Sunday's episode or the following Sunday after that, we'll be doing something that has never been a single episode before. We'll have a special Scribblenauts Creation head swap episode where we basically mix up heads and bodies. So take a head from one creation and then put it on the body of another. What you'll need to do to have a chance of winning is leave your suggestions in the comments section of any of my videos or on the upcoming community post that I'll have on my channel this week, giving your opinion of which creations should have a head and body swap. For example, a swap from this video could be Zoom's head on Wedding Baldi's body, or vice versa. So to recap, all you have to do is leave a comment on my videos or on the community tab post that I'll be doing soon, suggesting which characters you'd want to see swap heads and bodies with each other. I'll leave a link to the playlist for this entire series in the description as a pinned top comment and in the end screens of this video so you can see everybody who's been created. And basically, I'll select some head swaps from the suggestions that you guys give, and then I will randomly pick one of you to be the winner. You'll tell me which version of the game you want, PS4, Xbox One, or Switch, if you've won, and please be aware that this will require a mailing address so that I can mail the game to you. So I'll catch you guys on the next vid, leave your suggestions, and thanks for viewing.
Down the road of twists and turns, always anxious. of our lives and the spectacle we give.
Been down the road